The Civil Service Commission has issued a memorandum circular setting a target. Sino itong dumating? Cynthia Villar, you're late. Ginagawa ko yan kasi kumadre ko yan eh. The Civil Service Commission has issued a memorandum circular setting a target of 50-50 representation of women and men in executive positions. Kautusan na iyan ng Civil Service Commission. And yet, in 2011, the Civil Service Commission reached the following conclusion, and I quote, "In the recent years, the trend was that women occupy only less than 1/3 of third-level positions in government. More than 1/3 in government-owned and controlled corporations, less than 20% in local government units, and more than 1/3 in the judiciary. Overall, the proportionate share is 1:2 in favor of men holding top positions in the government." Kaya kasalanan lahat ng mga kalalakihan, itong ating bansa at itong ating gobyerno. Sila napapatakbo eh. Hanggang ngayon, corrupt pa rin. Saan yung tingin yung nanggagaling corruption? Yan, isa opisyal sa gobyerno. Oh, I'm going to have a discursus again. Meaning to say, I will step out of my topic. Ang dami-dami nating Katoliko at Kristiyano dito sa bansa na ito. We have 80% Christians, and yet the Philippines is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Paano mo reconcile yan? Ibig sabihin lang na hindi sila tapat sa kanilang relihiyon. Kaya pag nakikita ka ng politiko na nakadikit ang kamay niya at nagpapungay ng mata, artista yan. Limpak-limpak na perang nanakaw niya eh. Pagkatapos nagko-communion pa. The conclusion is inevitable that the political participation of the women in the Philippines is limited. This limitation is caused by the following factors. 1. The government and the political parties themselves have failed to provide information to women about candidates, party political platforms, and voting procedures. Often in the rural areas, women fail to exercise the right to vote because of their illiteracy, their lack of knowledge and understanding of the political systems, or of the impact that political initiatives and policies will have upon their lives. Because of their lack of knowledge, women sometimes fail to register to vote. Number 2, women, unlike men, have two sets of responsibilities, one in the home and one at the workplace. Dalawa kasi obligasyon ng babae, hindi kamukha ng lalaki. Ang lalaki basta makapaghanap buhay sa labas, akala niya tapos ang trabaho niya. Ang babae hindi. Pag naghanap buhay siya, pag uwi niya, kailangan patakbuhin pa niya ang household niya. Thus, women do not have enough time to follow electoral campaigns. Number 3, a lack of support for female candidates by the electorate. In addition to these factors that discriminate against women, the political parties themselves have failed to provide an equality of balance between men and women in the organization of the party. In many of these parties, women are not granted equal participation in party activities. Bakit ang mga presidente ng mga political parties, puro mga lalaki, hindi babae? Ang matataas nila official, puro mga lalaki. In practice, women should have an equal opportunity to serve as party officials and to be nominated as candidates for election. This can be done by providing information as well as financial and other resources. To close the gender gap, I humbly propose that our government should impose quotas, or temporary special measures to increase women's political participation by the following methods. 1. Recruiting, financially assisting, and training women candidates. 2. Amending electoral procedures. 3. Developing campaigns directed at equal participation. 4. Setting numerical goals and quotas and targeting women for appointment to public positions. Ang ibig kong sabihin ng quota system ay ganito. Dapat sa batas nakalagay dyan na kung 24 ang senador, 50% or 40 or at the very least 30% should be women. May quota ang mga babae. Sa House of Representatives, ganun din. Sa Cabinet, ganun din. Sa mga constitutional commissions, ganun din. May quota reservado para sa mga babae. In order to impose balance on an imbalanced state policy that has taken place for decades. Sa Amerika, ang tawag dito sa quota system na ito ay affirmative action. This kind of quota system for women has already been implemented successfully in countries such as South Africa, India, Finland, Argentina, and France. Nasubukan na ito ang quota system. In the same manner, we should impose laws to accelerate women's equal participation in political life. We should ensure that the representation of women reflects the full diversity of the population, particularly indigenous women and Muslim women. My second topic, female entrepreneurs. Unemployed women and poverty. According to the SWS survey, the incidence of joblessness for women is much higher than that for men. Hindi pa pantay lang tayo, sinabi ko na, yun ang prinsipyo sa batas, dapat pantay lalaki at babae. Pero sa statistika, nakikita natin na talagang ayaw ng mga kumpanya na ibigay ang trabahong bakante sa babae. Gusto nila lalaki palagi. As of August 2012, itong Agosto lang, where there were 29.4% jobless Filipinos, 42.5% were women, and only 19.3% were men. Kaya halos doble ang jobless na babae kumpara sa jobless na lalaki. On top of this, according to the Union of Catholic Asian News Philippines, there were 13.9 million Filipinos who are single parents, and with only a few exceptions, the mother is the one taking responsibility of raising the child. Nagtira ang lalaki at babae, hindi sila kinasal. Nabuntis tong babae, iniwanan ng lalaki. Palaging istorya, ang drama dyan ay, ang lalaki, basta sukat siyang aalis, wala siyang paki. At ang anak niya, iwan niya sa babae, bahala ng babae. Yun palagi ang drama sa ating lipunan. There is overwhelming evidence that women, particularly single mothers, suffer the most in terms of unemployment and poverty. While providing women with more jobs will certainly be a big help, there are other solutions to alleviate the plight of women, to afford them a brighter future, and that is through the entrepreneurship option.